don't be hating on nobody. The fuck.
I'm not
But
hating on nobody.
that's my job. I like to hate on people.
I'm the hater. Yo, welcome to Beers and Bars.
Your place of rapid fire hip hop. I messed it up for the first time in a long time, but that's all good. Rapid fire conversation and great beer is what I usually say.
Yes.
So I guess when you get to 233 episodes, you can mess up once on the intro.
Facts. I am Kamal Kiddo.
I'm OT the Golden Child. Thank y'all for checking out our last episode with the homie DJ Sparks, where we talked about Gunna's album along with the Weeknd's album. Back with a new episode here today. Let's get right into what we are talking about.
We talking about Cordae, his latest album, From a Bird's Eye View. We're talking about Why You Sleep. Why we bringing back our Why You Sleep segment. Y'all been sleeping on Malz Monday. We talking about Malz Monday today. If you haven't heard of him, where does he hail from?
He is from Westchester, New York.
Word. We had we'll talk about that. But are we talking about anything else today?
No, we're not gonna talk about nothing else today, man. I mean, we can, kind of delve into the Kanye and Game Drop joint. Joint drop recently. We can kind of talk about that just a little bit if we want to, but we're gonna keep it a little short and sweet for y'all today, man. Just two topics. I'm excited to kind of get back into an older segment that we kind of started the show with. When we really was, in our content bag from the standpoint of artists you may not know about. So we're gonna get into this Malz Monday, fella. I can't wait to talk about that, man. Yeah.
Cordae, From a Bird's Eye View. Oh, yeah. But what are we drinking, first of all?
Well, first of all, if this is your first time watching or listening, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all the long-time listeners and whatnot. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. If you rocking with us right now, this is a beer and rap show. Like he just asked, what are we drinking today?
Sure.
I'm gonna go first, man. I have two beers with me right now. Two beers from the same brewery. This first drink right here I'm going to talk about, which I will be drinking for sure, is Grizzly Hackle. This is a double IPA from Ike and Oak Brewing Company. Ike and Oak Brewing Company is out of Woodbridge, Illinois. That's 6315 Main Street in Woodbridge, Illinois. Again, this is a double IPA Imperial joint. I'm going to read some notes here from their website. Fruity and citrus hop aroma with an intense bitterness that builds up a malty background. Definitely can attest to the malty background piece of it because you definitely get that on this beer. I'm gonna pour it here, and you guys can see that even though this is an IPA,
nice.
From the amber coloring of it,
yeah,
super dark amber joint. You really don't see this on a lot of IPAs except for, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure it has different roots. But a lot of like Midwest IPAs I be seeing be more darker with that amber color. And they more so are a nice balance of like fruity aromas, but you can tell that they weren't stingy on the malt, right? It's not like a West Coast IPA where it's super bitter up front. You have some notes up front of, bitterness, kind of citrus and whatnot, but it has a good malt backbone, like they said on their website, which I dig because it's like bitter up front, but sweeter on the back end. So.
And you said Grizzly Hackle.
Grizzly Hackle, 8.8% Imperial IPA from Ike and Oak. And if I make it to this other beer, come on, kiddo. I'm not going to pour this right now, but this is another one. This is I'm double IPA, but give me a break, people. We've been doing Deepwood and, I've been doing a lot of lagers lately. Like I'm really in a lager bag right now. Like I really am in a dark lager, not dark, but more so like a Vienna lager kick, man, which is more so of a darker joint. But anyhow, another beer I might drink today is Ike and Oak's Woollysicle. This is a milkshake IPA.
Wow.
This joint is a little sweet.
Oh, you've had that one before.
I've had this one before, but it's a little sweeter for my taste, man, which is why I still kind of have it. I'm not a super duper fan of milkshake IPAs. I'm not, shout out to the wife. She got me this joint a while back. Hazy, creamy with notes of orange and vanilla for sure, and a fruity hop character. The lactose is added, obviously, for creaminess. So, yeah.
What's the ABV on that?
This joint is 6.3 with the Woollysicle joint.
Woollysicle.
Woollysicle.
Is that the name of it, or
that is the name, my man? A milkshake IPA, Woollysicle.
Is that 2 words or one?
One word, WOOLLY, sickle, SICLE. But this Imperial IPA is busting. I ain't gonna front. This joint is good.
Word up, word up. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna have this. I think this is pronounced Aleister. Aleister.
I think Aleister. Yeah, I've had it. Yeah, go ahead.
Aleister.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just saying ale just because it's a beer. But this is from Haymarket Brewery. This is their IPA. This is a 6.5 situation. This has been sitting in my fridge for a minute. And in all honesty, we just got off the phone with Haymarket. More details on that later. But I said, you know what, man? I'm a rep squad tonight, man. So, you know, I'm having a joint from Haymarket, man.
You be letting your IPA sit. I'm so proud of you, man, because I know when you got that. I know when you got that, and I definitely don't have it anymore because I crushed them boys. So yeah.
Yeah, man. I be like you, man. I try not to, like, my beer fridge is full. You know what I'm saying? I try not to even have a beer unless it's show day. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that I have a beer. It's very rare that I have a beer on a non-show day. You know what I'm saying? But I do. But I say the ooh because this nose is strong right now. The hops are strong on this one, but it's very I don't have any other notes on here as far as the flavors in here, but it's very strong on the nose, and it doesn't smell strong hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't tasted it yet, but it's very aromatic. It has a citrus smell to it.
I was gonna say it probably, from what I remember, it definitely was very citrus forward, you know.
And it's a little hoppy, but it's not like normal. Like some IPAs are very strong on the hops.
Yeah.
And this isn't as strong on the hop side. This is actually kind of chill. This is a chill light drink, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
word up. Yeah, man. I was there at Haymarket about 2 weeks ago, and I kicking in with the brothers and whatnot, and they got some pretty good beer, man. Rock with Haymarket. Again, yeah. Well, you already said we just later on, you know.
Yes. Big things coming for Haymarket, for a lot of breweries here in Chicago that we have talked to and friends with. And for your boys right here on the screen or in your ears right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, more on that. You'll see good things to come.
Yeah, man. Let's get right into Cordae.
Cordae from a bird's eye view, he's from Maryland, isn't he?
No, he's from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Dang, North Carolina. God dog it. I knew it was some, like, not a super main city. But that is J. Cole's land. Cordae, man. He came up under the YBN crew.
Yeah.
I feel like one of my first times hearing him, this is gonna sound crazy, but I kind of feel like my first time hearing him was on the Spider-Man soundtrack, the cartoon joint, the Into the Spider-Verse joint. A younger Cordae then. Just judging from his last album to this album, he's grown. I think he's gotten better lyrically. I think I think his content this time around is more, he was personal on his last project. I think this one feels more hood to me. This one feels like he's getting more into that trench rap. You know what I'm saying? He's talking more about the trenches a little bit more. I think that's his brother. Is that his real blood brother? That's on the intro.
No, it's just a situation. It's his homie slash brother.
Okay,
I listened to the Breakfast Club interview today. It's not his
got you.
brother, but they was, raised together, tight, or whatever the case may be. I believe. Yeah.
So yeah, you know, the one of those rap tropes in my opinion, and that's no diss, but I'm just using the term trope because that's the first thing that came to my mind. But to have your homie that's in jail do a phone call
Yeah.
situation, and it opens with that. There's there he gets into his beef with his father on this album. He gets into you know he's getting money now and what he's doing with his money in this album. I think Cordae is a really good artist. I think he is very introspective. I think it's refreshing to hear him. I think it's interesting that introspective artists like this do songs, and like J. Cole, do songs with Lil Durk and Gunna and things like, and artists of that ilk. It would seem it makes more sense. Honestly, it makes more sense for J. Cole. I do see 21 and J. Cole. I think that's more of a symbiotic collaboration,
Yeah.
more than a Gunna and Cordae collaboration, or a Lil Durk and
Okay.
Cordae collaboration. And it may be because Cordae hasn't done a lot yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know the full scope of his vision or his story all the way. I've seen J. Cole get to the point where he's doing songs with 21 and other artists like that, Lil Baby. Hearing Cordae with these artists doesn't quite match to me. They sound like they own two different things. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, other than his introspection, which is really good, he's really a good rapper. He's really good.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of quotables. He's got a lot of one-line quotables that are good. I enjoy his story. I enjoy what he's gonna do later on. My only drawback is really his he's the type of artist, that I feel like he makes jazz type, and jazz might be the wrong term because jazz is jazzy, it's kind of popping. But his music is a lot more, he decides to rap on beats that are much more laid back, very stripped down and chill.
Yeah.
There's not, it's almost like he's rapping over, these beats could go to an R&B artist. You know what I'm saying? These songs are very, very chill. He sings on a lot of the hooks. But I would say that's probably for me as a listener, that's the biggest drawback, is that it's just chill. So it doesn't command my attention like a different album would, that was deep into sonics. You know, those sonics aren't really here on this project. This is just a cool project to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the joint.
Yeah, no, I'll pick up right there. Yeah. I mean, it definitely doesn't I think that's I don't want to say issue, but I think that speaks volumes because I haven't really picked it up that much, even though he's a very good rapper. It is kind of, just like that, from the standpoint of the listening to it. Yeah, I wouldn't say R&B. It is there definitely in that jazzy lo-fi type, very dialed back production, and whatnot. But I do like a lot of the content on here.
Yeah.
What I'll say, I really think that what we're really watching right now is and I don't want to compare him to anybody. I'm not trying to compare him, but I do think about J. Cole when he was young, because Cordae is 24. This is his second project. Right. He's young. So he has a lot of, right now he is where he is, and he is continuing to grow into what he will be. And he will continue to find his voice. He will continue to find his niche, his sound, so on and so forth. The word we're going to probably, that I'm going to use a lot on this episode is cerebral, to kind of pair with, introspective. Malz and this guy, Cordae, are both very cerebral. They know where they are. They're very reflective within their lyrics. They don't have any issues approaching certain subjects, around just reflection, on this joint. I think my favorite joint is probably, and I'll just give maybe 2-3 joints. I really like Want From Me. I really do like that
one too. I like that one too.
He has a very nice singing voice. That joint was produced by Jake One as well, which is kind of fire, man. Jake One had a good amount of joints on Russ's album. And then I also like the joint Champagne Glasses with
Freddie.
Even though Freddie was okay on that joint. Usually Freddie be knocking it out the park. It was an okay feature.
I agree.
But I like this joint, man. I like where he's at. He's a very young, introspective guy. I liked his interview on Breakfast Club. What can you not like about Cordae, like as a person, if you like watch him talk? Very well spoken, very just cool young dude. And I think we're gonna see much more from him. I like this joint. I'm gonna listen to some songs off of it. Too early for predictions, right? We're only in January. I'm not going to put this joint nowhere because who cares about that right now?
I'm always watching. I'm always listening. I'm always on. On. And right now, I wouldn't put this on my list. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who's on your list right now for this year?
Actually, The Weeknd is on my list right now.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So,
you know what I'm saying? But that's an R&B joint. You know what I'm saying? But if nothing else gets on there, I'm holding out for Kendrick. Let's see what he do. But who knows? Kanye might drop a better album than Donda last year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, man, I mess with Cordae. I'm gonna continue to follow his work.
Absolutely.
He's got me he's good at what he does. And we are watching an artist. We are watching him grow. We're watching him grow.
Yep.
He's getting the looks he's getting because of his ability. You know what I'm saying? He's good at what he does.
Nas is a fan. All the Rappity Rap Jadakiss. It was a clip of Jadakiss after his HBO joint. So LeBron has the barbershop joint. And on the show, Naomi Osaka, who's his girl, was on there. And Jadakiss was on the episode. And at the end of it, it was a clip of him, Jadakiss, leaving out, talking to Naomi, like, yo, tell Cordae I said, what's up? I love that brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's do some work. Like, the rappers know what's up. The rappers rock with this guy. You know what I mean?
That's love. That's love, man. That's love. And that's good to see. I'm gonna have to check out his Breakfast Club interview, man, because he is a positive dude, man. He's a chill, cool young dude, man. And that's cool to see. That's cool to see. And that reflects in his music. You know what I'm saying? It is just that. It is chill. It's laid back. It's you know what I'm saying? I like One For Me. I like Super.
Super's
Uh,
good. Super is good.
it's crazy that I tend to lean towards more songs like Westlake High. I do really like the sampling in that. Um,
He wrote that off mushrooms, by the way.
crazy.
Yeah.
There's a cadence in Westlake High. Like there's a couple of bars that I thought he did well with. He was spitting on this joint though. The rest of my classmates work in tech. I go back every now and then to check their vibes. The rest of my classmates work in tech-based jobs. You know what I'm saying? I just bought a Range Rover and did a song with Nas. Hey man, he's got flow, man. He's got flow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I check for bro. I'm going to continue to see how he grows. Yeah, man. Cordae.
Yeah. Cordae, let's go to the next joint, man. We used to do these a lot. Here's the thing. It's some artists that we've done while you sleep on, like a Lil Sims, who have actually I wouldn't say come into critical acclaim, but I was thinking about Lil Sims the other day. You know, there's that website, I forgot, the underground hip hop, whoever they are, hip hop, whatever, that really rocks with like quintessential hip hop, that had Lil Sims as their best album of 2021. And I remember we did a Why You Sleep on Lil Sims in like 2017. But anyhow, shout out to Big L Lawrence, my homie of the Intelligent Idiots podcast, who sent me this Malz Monday guy about a month ago now. He sent me the project Superheroes Don't Exist. Malz Monday is an artist from Westchester, New York. And I'll just tell you like this, man, he is another artist that has that. Well, first of all, he has the Superheroes Don't Exist joint, but then he has, I think, another EP and then a full-fledged album that I think I sent you the album today, Kamal. The album was
Thank God It's Monday.
Yeah. I'll just say it like this, man. He's somebody you definitely should check for if you don't know who Malz Monday is.
Yeah.
What would I say about him from the standpoint of, you know, what you could compare him to? He definitely is of that. Mick Jenkins is on Superheroes Don't Exist, and they really remind me of each other. That again,
and
I hate to keep using the
Nick Spit.
Yeah, I hate to keep using the word lo-fi, but it is a very lo-fi, dial back type vibe that even Malz has. But he's like your everyday rapper. Not everyday rapper, that's dismissive. Everyday man, you've used this term, Kamal. You help me out. Everyday man's rapper, whatever you be saying.
Like an everyman type of
yeah. Talking about how I've been going and getting into stocks, buying the dip, tripling my bet. Like if in 2020 and 2021, you or somebody you know wasn't into the stock market, like
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he has bars about that is dope because again, you know, everyday man type rapper, but he got bars, man. I like his voice. It's very interesting that he's from New York as well.
It is.
Not really though, because I don't know what Westchester's like. Because he really gives me, I said Mick Jenkins, but Vince Staples also falls within this kind of dial back, you know, kind of vibey type music and whatnot. But I'm rocking with Malz, man. I don't know which one I like the most. You sent me the EP. How is the EP? I did not check out the Fledge EP. What do you think about that?
So actually, the Fledge EP is probably my favorite. Actually.
Okay.
From 2019. Yeah, shout out Big L, man, Lawrence, Intelligent Idiots. Yeah, when y'all talked about it, I just went ahead and looked it up on my own, you know what I'm saying? And one thing, like he is also very introspective.
Mhm.
Um,
Maybe even more than Cordae for sure.
you know what? Um,
Because Shenanigans is fire on
he could be more introspective, but what hit me more with Malz is the way he uses his voice.
mhm.
And I think his voice, you know, he kind of raps and it almost feels monotone, but on certain songs, he kind of goes with his cadence switches a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he uses his voice well. He uses his voice as an instrument on a lot of songs.
Mhm.
Like on the Superheroes Don't Exist joint, the circadian rhythm joint, he uses his voice. You know what I'm saying? And like it flows, it fits into the beat well. Um, he does well. He does well with that joint on the Fledge EP. I really like Sunoco. Hey
Mhm.
man, he got some joints. He really got
He
some joints,
does.
really. Um, but the I think Fledge EP might be my favorite. The Fledge EP might be my favorite project from Bro. Um, I would have to say thank y'all for putting me on. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all put me on, I was asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
Um,
this what the segment for, man. We trying to wake
but yeah,
everybody up.
man, Malz Monday. Malz Monday. You gotta check out, bro, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
gotta check him out. I mean, his you know, his content is of a rapper trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? He got kids. He's talked about, you know, did a short bid, learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I think that's why I like Fledge, because he gets deep into a lot of that stuff. And that's from
Mhm.
2019.
Yeah.
So, and it's his first EP. And so it's like early on Malls.
Yeah.
Um, the Thank God It's Monday joint, the joint after the EP is from 2020. And I got a lot of, you know, he got a song called Black Seed Oil. It's very health conscious. That whole project, he got a couple of healthy bars in there.
The whole album is like, the I'm not gonna be dismissive with the woke shit, but checking my chakras. You
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
I'm in a
right.
room with these low energy vibes and all that.
It's a lot of
Uh,
that. He was in a space. He was in a
yeah.
space because it's not a lot of that on Fledge or on Superheroes Don't Exist. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like this project lives in its own. And that's one thing that I like about in the same way that Kendrick does his projects and has a certain theme
Mhm.
and kind of runs with an idea. Um, I think Kendrick is more intentional than Malz is. I think Malz, we're hearing just his thoughts at that time. You know what I'm saying? And it might be, I mean, obviously that's intentional because that's what he's assigned to talk about. Kendrick is a little bit more intentional because he got a whole like concept and from beginning to end, you know what I'm saying? He goes deep with it. But Malz does well with capturing where he is at the moment. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? If that makes sense. But yeah, man, Malz Monday, man. I'm checking for bro. I'm checking. I'm checking. I listened to the Fledge EP like 3 times. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's only like 7 songs. So it's an easy listen, like 25 minutes or so.
Mhm.
Um, but then I've listened to Superheroes Don't Exist, which the whole concept around that is that you got to save yourself out here. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You
Nobody.
know what I'm saying? You got to save yourself out here.
That's a fact.
Uh, but yeah, man, I check for it though. I check for it.
Yeah, man. Like we said, man, short EP.
Uh,
We I guess we can approach the what
yeah.
you got?
So Game is featured on a Kanye song.
I think Kanye is featured on a Game song.
I know.
Facts though.
I know, but I'm just saying.
How can I not?
Saying? Like,
It's all the rave because of the Kanye enigma.
right?
Not Kanye. That's dismissive again. Anything Kanye does is so important. That's what we got to sit on this live as it's 9:30 in Chicago and talk about it. I'll just give a couple points, right? What's the name of the joint?
I want to say Life Ain't Easy, but it's something easy.
Yeah, let me go. Let me see. Shout out to the homie Lawrence. He was the person that sent me the actual.
Oh,
I finally got it. Well, it was on YouTube, but before that, yeah, the Game featuring Kanye. My life was never easy. So obviously everybody's talking about Kanye because right now him and his wife is out here, and Kim Kardashian is with Pete Davidson, and then Kanye West is with Julia Fox, and they both out here in pictures, hoobity, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And what really made it and compelling was that on this song with the Game, Kanye throws a shot about how God saved him from the crash because so he could whoop Pete Davidson's ass.
Nah, really, bro.
Yeah.
God saved you from a crash from years ago. Is that the crash you talking about?
Come on, it gets the people going. Okay.
That joint was like, I'm Danny talked about this. Shout out Sparks, man.
Who is Sparks? Go ahead, keep going.
But shout out Sparks, man, because he mentioned in the chat the other day how his fandom of Kanye was weakening. And I've kind of decided a while ago that as artists get older, they do certain things that everybody's not gonna really agree with. I don't think everybody agreed with Jay's Holy Grail album. That's kind of swept under the rug for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Kingdom Come, I think, is that's not talked about often. But 444 was a shiny moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for his shiny moment, for Kanye's shining moment in since I'ma say since Yeezus.
In his second half. Come on. In the second half. Go ahead.
In the second half. That's what? That's an inside situation right there. But yeah, man, I feel like, man, I'm done with every media outlet is telling us everything. Paparazzi is all around Kanye and what he's doing every day. And it's like, bruh, really? This like celebrity worship. It feel like celebrity, like why do we care about what he doing every day? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he was with two chicks, like the crazy. So everybody know, right? He was with two chicks in a hotel room. He's kicking it with Julia Fox. Kim Kardashian is kicking it with Pete Davidson. He get on a song and talk about wanting to beat up Pete Davidson. But you out here with chicks, though. So what we doing here, bro? You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about here, man?
It's an interesting
Who is
take.
in his corner saying like, hey, bro, you need to chill. You out here with chicks too, though. What you talking about?
Absolutely no one is the answer.
What you talking about, G?
Why would anybody check him on anything like that? And go ahead. I mean, I'm not even judging, but it's just like, obviously, maybe behind closed doors, somebody, I don't know who holds, you know how I got friends who will. I got friends that'll check me like, you doing this, you doing that. I'm not even saying that what he's doing. I'm just saying like, I don't think anybody like a Ye has anybody that's, in his corner that's gonna really check him about anything. He's Kanye, G. Kanye, what the fuck?
And you know what? It's people. I think it's people that check him, but they just say stuff passively. But Ye gonna do whatever. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do whatever he want to do, and that's the thing. Like, Kanye is a genius musically. He's moved the needle on a lot of things. He's changed music. He's done amazing things as far as music, as far as fashion. You know what I'm saying? And creating things and putting things out in the world. He has. And that's the Kanye that I'm interested in. The music, and the creative endeavors. All of his personal life stuff, you know what I'm saying? Then he get on and make a video and talk about how Kim is not letting him come to the birthday party and things like that. And it's like, why are you putting that out there? That's personal issues, man. That's like, you want people on your side. You want people to like support you, to be with you. And I don't know, man. That's something else that's in his mind, looking for acceptance. He definitely looks for acceptance in certain things in life, man. He wants to be accepted. He feels that he is the meter of acceptance. You know what I'm saying? He feels that way. I mean, this is not me just saying that. He said this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he's entertaining to watch. The stuff that he said about Big Sean and all these other artists, Talib Kweli and John Legend and all of that on Drink Champs. That's like, I like Kanye and I enjoy watching his interviews and I'm a fan. And I'm like, yo, what you doing, bro? Why are you doing that? Why do you feel it important to tear them down for a laugh, for a joke, for some clicks? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But then in the same breath, you be cool with them. Like, you just saw them a week ago or just saw them shortly after you recorded this. Like, what you doing? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? People be like, man, he might have been off the meds. He might have been off his meds, or, he dealing with this. I'm like, man, I'm not about to give that man no excuses. I don't want to have to subscribe. I can't subscribe to that. I'm not going to subscribe to that, man. I'm not on that. I can't check for that. When you drop it, when the next album coming out. Now, as far as the song is concerned, I really like that beat. I really like that beat.
Yeah.
I really like that beat. And I know, you say Hit Boy did that joint. Is that documented?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Game has said it and whatnot, yeah.
Because that definitely sound like, to me, that sound like some Kanye Pusha T Daytona era sampling. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely does.
I check for the beat heavy.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? I checked for that. I check for it. And that's what I like. Like when we Kanye is involved. Okay, that's what we want to hear. But the Pete Davidson line, and all of that was weak to me. You know what I'm saying? But I say it's featuring Game, even though it's Game's song, everybody want to hear what Ye gonna say.
Didn't Game have some Kim K bars at some point in life? Or some Kardashian bars or something?
Probably. I think he has like some Amber Rose bars for sure.
This
Oh, second beer.
this is that Woollysicle. Let me say this, and this is going to be somewhat controversial. And this kind of goes outside of Ye and just to a point that I have regarding Black people, mainly Black men, when it comes to, and I'm not trying to make a cliche statement regarding mental health, but here's my fear with somebody like a Ye. This is my fear. I would hate for something to happen with Ye. You know what I'm saying? Like, as to where I really remember the presidential run, you know, when he was on stage, that whole scene was traumatizing for me. You know what I'm saying? When he was, you know, up there saying what he was saying, and he was crying and whatnot, you know, like what I'm getting at is this, and this is kind of piggybacking off, you know, recently. I don't know if you're familiar with sports, the whole Antonio Brown situation, you know, Antonio, all that kind of stuff. Like, there are people who, like, our situation in America has been so terrible that when it comes to our champions, sometimes, and I'm not saying nothing is wrong with what I'm seeing right now with Kanye. Like, I think he's just being Ye. But overall, if something was to happen to Ye, right? Like, because, you know, maybe he is really dealing with some shit, right? I feel like sometimes with our champions, our Black men who are going through some things, like sometimes we don't really keep it 100 because we want to like coddle them some, because our situation in America and whatnot has been so, we went through so much as to where we protect our own, right? But if as soon as something happens, if something were to happen, those same individuals will say they don't take our mental health seriously. I hope my point is kind of coming through what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
You as a fan right now, I feel like you keeping it honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Kanye right now isn't really, Kanye has scared me at other points. Again, the presidential run when he was on stage, that was like weird as shit to me. The whole when he was running around with Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk, all that was like, yo, what's happening? That was way more scarier now. That was way more a little scarier to me than now. I just sometimes think that the mental health aspect, really, people don't talk about it enough because we rather coddle our champions and okay anything that they do. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I feel what you're saying.
Like,
we saying in the court of public opinion.
Yes, we won't. You won't have a bad opinion, or not bad opinion, but you won't say, you know what, man, he kind of tripping a little bit because that's tearing him down or something, you know what I mean? But what if sometimes people are tripping and people do need help and people do need to, if the friends ain't giving it to them, maybe public opinion can sway some, maybe not. But if we sitting there having a conversation about how some people are at a certain level where the people around them aren't checking them, then who the hell is there? Again, like I said when I started off, this is a controversial opinion.
Right.
But the minute something happened, when things happen to our champions, we like to talk about and say, man, they don't take, that's mental health and they don't take us seriously. Do we though? Do we take our own? Do we?
I would say no, we don't. We don't. It's not talked about like that. You know, and the more that you say that, you know, I don't think about that for real with Kanye.
This is my thinking ass. Sorry. Okay. This is shit I be
Ah,
writing
you're not
about.
wrong though, but you're not wrong. And I don't think about that with Kanye, but Kanye is suffering from something.
That's what I'm
You know what
saying
I'm
though,
saying?
Kamal. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and almost, you know, I don't think about that. So me saying what I'm saying may sound insensitive. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is I think more, I don't know. I don't know. I was about to say what I'm saying is more closely, you know, identifiable with what most people think. But I can't say that. I don't know. I think a lot of people just be checking for Kanye and they support whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Even if you wasn't feeling the red hat era, Kanye, you know what I'm saying? You still going, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I mean, there's another level of me that be like, man, that's that man life, man. I'm trying to deal with my own life. You know what I'm saying? I don't really, man, whatever, man. Let him do what he do, G.
Yeah.
Another part of me thinks that way also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I care because he has championed for creatives. He's put out such good work that it's hard to ignore him when he says something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I look to see what he's gonna do with Gap and Balenciaga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Under the same umbrella. That's impressive. He does things that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember when he put, you know, Freeway on a song with Mos Def. You know what I'm saying? 2 words, United States. Like, and that was unheard of.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, during that time, you know, it's things like that that created Cordae, that allowed Cordae to do a song with Gunna. You know what I'm saying? It's lineage like that that brought current rap to where it is today. You know what I'm saying? And so I check for Kanye.
Absolutely.
I check for him. I love you, G. But at the same time, hey, bro, you need some people in your corner that's gonna tell you, nah, bro, that's not it. And he be under the feeling like you trying to control me. He be saying that a lot. You trying to control me. He's been in rooms that I've never been in. He's had conversations with people that I haven't had. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I feel where you coming from, but how you coming off, but he might feel like how I'm coming off don't matter. I'm getting it out there. Like, I check for Kanye. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I check for him.
Yeah.
But, man, sometimes some of the decisions be wild. And surely, you know, especially when he, you know, like, you know, mental health is a real thing, G.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I do think he's suffering from something. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something going on with him. But also he could just be suffering from an inflated ego. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know Kanye thinks very highly of himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you that himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With Ye, I was using Ye to make a larger point regarding something that was just really on my mind in general. I just used that as an opportune time, you know. So yeah.
He also, you know, is an opportunist. And he becomes more of an opportunist in his later years, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And to have, to have the baby on his show when he was just canceled everywhere else, to have Marilyn Manson at his show when he was just canceled, everywhere else, to have AB, to have Antonio Brown on, in the studio and around him at all.
Look,
which was weird.
That whole photo,
which was weird, but I believe it was also intentional because of what he's going through, in the media right now and leaving off the field and all of that other stuff. I think it was intentional.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, if they will do away with you, you got love over here. And I can't say that's a bad message. That's not a bad message. But when it's repeated like that, even to have it feels opportunistic. It feels like you're using those entities, you know what I'm saying, to bolster whatever it is that you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like for a long time, I didn't understand why he would have Chief Keef on a song or do a song with Chief Keef. But, during that time, because Chief Keef was, Chief Keef's music affects me differently, or it affected me differently than any other gangster rap music at the time.
Chief Keef is like the definition of viral before we knew what viral even meant. And I've tried to make this point to my homie. Shout out my homie Corey. I was trying to, because he was telling me one time how, Kanye was responsible for drill. And the point was because Kanye, by getting on the Don't Like, took it, obviously, him getting on there, maybe took it to a different level or something.
It did.
But the reality is that what existed before that made Kanye do it.
Facts.
And you can't dismiss that.
Facts.
Chief Keef was viral before we knew what viral was. In 2012 or 2011, whatever it was, the video in his grandma's living room was at 50 million views.
He was on house arrest, I think.
And that wasn't just Chicago watching that, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That shit was on CNN and everywhere. Like, there's a reason why Kanye attached himself to that. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gave a fuck. Like,
facts.
So,
facts.
Yeah.
And so that, that thinking that would attach himself to that has carried him into what he's doing now. You know what I'm saying? He be going with the off kilter, the anti.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he did songs with what's that joint? Dude support Trump. I forget what dude name is. But not Lil Peep. Oh my God, I forget. But I love it. I don't remember what the song was. Like just before he went full Christian, full gospel. You know what I'm saying? Full church.
Which he's kind of coming out of now. Because he's cursing on the new joint. He has some N-words and whatnot that he wouldn't have had prior to this joint.
Does he?
Yes. Take a listen. Ass is a curse word. He would not have said ass anywhere on Donda.
Facts. And he deleted all of the curse words on Donda.
All of the curse words.
He muted all them joints. You know what I'm saying? But
I think Game pressed him to put him on a record, G. I'm joking. That's the joke, people. Don't take that seriously. Listen, we've been ranting for about 20 minutes. Let's get about
I know, right? Yeah, man. Whatever, man. Hey, Kanye, you got love, but hey, bro, sometimes you be wilding. And to this, he'd be like, who is you? You know
Lame ass Nick, lame Nick in a kitchen
Right.
drinking beer, and in his basement drinking beer, talking about me. All
Right. Exactly.
Thank y'all for listening. I hope you liked the rant at the end. We'll see y'all next time. Beers and bars. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.